So here in this problem, we want to find the first term of a sequence. The first term of a sequence. If we know the 15th term is 62, and every term has 11 in between them. Every term from 62 to, well, from the 15th term to the 14th term, from the 15th term to the 16th term, has a difference of 11. Okay, so we can do this the long way if we wanted to. I mean, we really don't want to, but just to humor me for a second. We know the 15th term is 62, so the 16th term is going to be 73, and the 17th term is going to be 84. Remember, it's 11 apart, and before 62 is going to be 51, and before that is going to be 40, and before that is going to be 29. So this way we could count all the way back if we wanted to until we get to the first term. Perfectly fine way to do it. It might take a while, but it's a perfectly fine way. The other way is to use our formula, which says a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the difference times n minus 1. Okay, so we know that the 15th term, which is your n value, is 62, which goes here, the actual term, and the difference is 11. So if I plug in all those things into here, I can figure out what my first term is. So 62 equals a sub 1 plus 11 times 15 minus 1. So 62 equals plus 11 times 14, a sub 1 plus 154, and then subtract the 154 from both sides, and the first term comes out to be, I'm just putting it in my calculator, negative 92. So if I start at negative 92 and I add 11 to it, eventually I'm going to come up with 62 as one of my terms. Okay, now in this other one, we're given two terms. We're given the 12th term. The 12th term is negative 10. And the 31st term, so dot, 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 is negative 48. This is 31. Okay, because we know this is arithmetic, there's an even amount of, everything is added by the same thing. So I need to get from negative 10 to negative 48, and I need to do it in this many terms. Okay, so we can break this apart and figure out what the difference is in between every one of our terms. If we do negative 48 minus negative 10, and then we do the 31st term minus the 12th term, that will tell us the difference in between all of our terms. So this is negative 38, because minus minus is a plus, and this is positive 19, which means the difference in between every one of these terms is negative 2. So my terms are negative 10, and then negative 12, and then negative 14, and negative 16, dot, 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 all the way down here to negative 48. So if we wanted to, since this is the 12th term, we could count back. There's 11, there's 10, there's 9, there's 8, there's the 7th term, and so on and so forth. Okay, until we get to 3, 2, and 1, which is a perfectly doable way of doing it. Or we can do it the algebraic way. So the 12th term is negative 10, and we're going to find the first term, and a difference of minus 2, and that's the 12th term minus 1. So I'm using this number right here with an n value of 12 and an a sub n of negative 10. And I'm going to solve this for a sub 1. Minus 2 times 11, negative 10 is minus 22. So that means the first term of the sequence is 12. So we have 12, and then 10, and then 8 are the first three terms of this sequence. Okay, so the big thing is finding the difference. Take the farther term minus the closer term, and do the farther number minus the closer number, and that tells you what the difference is.